Just give me a second here, guys, making sure we are up and running on all platforms. Bear with me here. All right, we're up on Facebook. We're up on IG. I love it. Now, if you guys have been with me for some time, you probably noticed something a little bit different today. Who can guess what that is? Okay. I'm not as grainy. So we have upgraded our camera equipment finally. So you guys don't have to deal with all of that graininess. So I'm just super stoked, you guys. I cannot believe how intense and how crazy the past few weeks have been, right? So we've been picking up a lot, being in the fourth wave accelerator with the Show Her the Money show, just really helping things come together with the clients that we're working with on the platform, the students, you guys, all of it is all encompassing in order to meet the true mission, right? Which is creating impact, being able to help founders connect to funders, but not just that, right? If you are unable to receive financing, then helping you through our financial coaching platform. We provide coaching, advising, mentorship on how you can build a solid foundation that's going to allow you to make yourself attractive to lenders and investors. That's what we do here, guys, okay? Got the question over the weekend, what exactly is it that you do, Dominique, right? Well, I'll tell you, we are a funding platform, right? DFX, and we have dual services here. We help businesses establish that credible foundation. And then once you have crossed that hurdle, we then help match you to the right funders that are going to be able to help you grow and scale, guys. Now is the time to take charge of your business, of your future. Take it from me. You do not want to wait, okay? You do not want to wait until the last minute. There are so many. It's part of the reason why I started this platform, right? Was because we had founders that were coming to us, last minute. Hey, I'm in a situation. What can you do for me? And we really want to help you guys get prepared and how to leverage. So it's Friday. Make sure you hit that like button, that follow button, that share button, and that you are helping us grow the community. We need your support, guys, in order to continue to get this information out there so that we can grow, we can be able to expand and impact more people. Not only that, when we're able to grow, we're able to continue to bring these resources to you, right? Bridging the gap, okay? So today is a really important class, okay? Because it's Friday, I know that, but we are nearing the end of the month, you guys. It is August 23rd. Now, one of my goals is to have 15 more businesses get funded by the end of the year. Is it going to be you, right? Book your funding session so we can go ahead and get you what your funding options are right now, okay? So that's the goal. We've got, and not counting the ones that are already in the pipeline, not counting the ones that are already in underwriting. I'm talking about we need 15 more businesses that we're trying to get funded by the end of the year. So let's get started, guys, okay? So you know me, I like to go into a meeting with purpose and I like to leave with direction. So let's get to it. If there's some misspelled words in here, don't point it out to me. I was in a rush. I was typing this up real quick. The important thing is that you have the information, okay? And I really missed you guys, and I wanted to make sure that I come on here and connect with you and make sure that you're asking questions, okay? If you weren't able to come in and you're not able to watch this live, hit that replay button. Come into the portal, and you'll be able to hit that replay button as many times as you want. But I want you guys, I won't keep you here too long, okay? So I want you guys to at least promise me that you're going to commit to the end of this video. I'll try to keep it short, okay? Just promise me you're not going to bail out because this is a crucial class, okay? This is is the most important time right now for you to be protecting your personal credit and for you to be building your business credit. And we are going to go over all of that today, right? That's what I want to talk about. This myth, right? Because as you can see here, we're going to separate that, right? We're going to step away from popular belief, okay? Business credit cards, report to your business credit. Okay. You understand that it can impact your scores. It can impact your utilization if you're using your personal to fund your business. Okay. It's going to cause a lot of hurdles, a lot of obstacles. You're going to hit a wall. And especially if you're trying to scale, if you're trying to get to that next step, you're going to put yourself in what is termed, you're going to back yourself into a wall, right? Essentially. So if you guys know what that feeling is like, where it feels overwhelming, you're banging your head against the wall. You're like, what do I do next? Oh my God, I'm trying to get this car, but I can't because of my, whatever that's stalling you in your regular life, right? Because those utilizations are going to cause a barrier if you're trying to get a home or something like that, right? A lot of people don't know in their business that when they're using their personal, that these are some of the issues that can cause you to be denied. Not just that, right? There's other foundational pieces that we're going to get into that are unresolved. But when you're in that situation, it's like I said, you're backing yourself against that wall. So we tell you how you can overcome that. But the biggest game changer here that you overcome that is establishing your credibility, establishing your foundation, making sure that you're solid so that you can have, now you're operating from a place of control, right? Now you have you're prepared, you know exactly what you're walking into, because when you can understand that, now you create leverage for yourself for when an opportunity arises, then you're ready to go, right? So today I really want to dig into fixing some of the core issues of your business, how you can establish business credit, and that how it's going to protect your personal credit, and why you want to do this, right? And how, like, the benefits of what this is going to do for you. So as you can see, this is one of our clients who was in the program. And as you can see, I'm so happy. I'm surprised at the results I'm getting. I knew I'd get some credit so far. I've been able to get approved for every account that I have applied for. I think it's great for them to explain why I'm denied, then show me why. So look, guys, you've got this. You can do this. All right. It may seem overwhelming at first, but you can do this, right? I think you got this. So even if you don't understand the importance of getting business credit, you may think you know business credit, but you're not sure. Or you probably don't even see how this fits in your day-to-day operations, right? That's pretty common. I've gotten, well, I work from home, right? This doesn't really affect me as much. Actually, it does, okay? Hang in there. I'm going to tell you exactly why. But if you believe that it's possible for you to get that, or if you believe that it's not possible for you to get financing, then you probably won't get it, right? It's so cliche, right? If you think it's not possible, it's probably not going to happen. But that's not what we're doing here, right? We're showing you that it is possible. So it's possible for you. You can protect your personal credit. All right. You can get business financing. You can fix your foundational issues. And you just have to know that there's going to be some work to it. Okay. So if you go on like social media and you see, there's a lot of posts that are like, oh, you can get this done right away and blah, blah, blah. And it all sounds super sweet, right? But nothing is what it seems in 10, 15 seconds, right? Of social media. So just know, full transparency, when you're embarking on this on the very first time, you're going to put some work into it, but it's worth it for you to be able to get that $50,000 that you need to get to the next step, right? I know, for me, it's worth it. So, guys, if you look around, like I said, go on social media, there's a lot of misinformation out there, unfortunately. Okay. So, we all know what happened during COVID. It's actually, one of our major partners that we connected with was because they received so many loan applications during COVID from banks that they were turning those applications away. So you all know what it was like during the recessions. A lot of businesses were closing down. A lot of Black businesses were closing down. Minority-owned businesses were closing down because they just didn't have the resources, right? They didn't know where to go next. They didn't have the right strategies put in place. So, you guys, I know exactly how it is, or what it feels like. I don't know if you guys, if you know that feeling, then you know what I'm talking about, right? So the problem is not that people are not capable and that they don't want to get funded. The problem is just not knowing, right? Not knowing how to leverage, not knowing what to do, not knowing where to go. So here's the good news. The good news is there's been some really amazing breakthroughs with AI, with software, and it's becoming easier and easier and easier to get this done, guys. So there are ways that you can implement these strategies and actually stack this stuff in your favor. And it's really great because now you can protect your personal credit. And you really want to understand how to go about doing that in a strategic way. So SBA says it, right? Forbes has said it. It's important to build your business credit. Bankrate says it. Entrepreneur Magazine, Inc. Magazine, they all support it. Wall Street Journal. It all underscores ultimately, this funding, this business credit, being able to get funded, not being able to get funded, how to get funded, where to go next. It all underscores the importance of education. When you think about financial literacy, typically you're thinking about it on a personal level, right? My budget, my whatever, my taxes, wealth management, my raw. We're talking about financial literacy in business, guys, okay? And business credit is just one pillar of that, okay? So you want to be utilizing all of it. But this is not all good news, okay? I have a startling statistic for you guys. In 2023, the average American had a credit card balance of $6,400. I need some water. Give me one sec. All right, here we go. So, I love this camera, you guys. Excuse me. All right, so it's the average American has a credit card balance of $6,400. That's 8% up from the previous year, you guys. That was in 2023. 2024, personal credit card debt is at 10,500. 10,500. So it went from 6,500 to 10,500 in 1 year, up that much, you guys. So we talked about the SBA statistics. We talked about Bankrate. We talked about Inc., right? How they stress the importance of business credit. But guess what? SBA also points out most businesses fail, right? Half fail within their 5th year, and about 20% fail within the 1st year, I believe it was. So that's pretty sad, right? I mean, I think it's even higher than that in the 1st year, actually. And so, you guys, why is that? I think ultimately it's because of a lack of resources and not knowing where to go. That's it. So right now you're in a really good position. You're you're educating yourself, you're putting yourself in a position to look for solutions, right? So what those statistics and why I even bring those up is because I want to highlight why it's essential for you to be thinking about this separately. Separate your business from your personal. All right. I want you to get into that mindset and know that that is not your only option. Okay. You do not have to buy into the myth. Okay. Eliminate all of these old ideas, all of these, bad ideas. But using your personal credit for your business can and will harm your score. As you can see here, a decreased credit score will limit your personal and your business financing options. I want to reiterate that, okay? Using your personal for your business purposes can and will harm your score. Can you do it? Yes. Have many people done it? Yes. Have I done it? Yes, I have. But it will hurt your score. It will impact you. It will also impact your lending decisions down the road. As an underwriter and with an underwriting team, we look at that kind of stuff, okay? So, even though some lenders are not necessarily looking at your credit score, ultimately, your credit score is going to get you better rates and terms, right? And even that, let's say you don't have the best credit score, but they're still looking at are your payments on time, the age of how long you have your credit. So all of these different things, right? And a decreased credit score, what does that mean? It means you have limited financing options. So you kind of just look at what you can get. So entrepreneurs, guys, you make yourself vulnerable when you do that. So that's why you're here, is to kind of figure out that strategy. I've been down that road. I know exactly what I'm talking about, guys. So the time, the proper resources, you can use that to build a strong profile. Okay. It can be easy. You can do this with the right guidance. There's resources available. We're available. You have once you put in the time. Remember, we said it's going to take. I said it's going to take a little bit of time, right? Not too much time, but I mean, sit down. It's going to take some time to sit down, get your document together, and upload it. I mean, you can do that, right? So, if it just know, okay, know and believe that this is going to hold you back. Okay, it's going to hold you back. It can. So just putting yourself, by being prepared, you're going to get offered better rates, better terms, higher approval amounts. But one thing that people get really confused on is they're like, oh, I have a business credit card, I have a Chase card, or I have, a Capital One Spark card. Just because you have that doesn't mean that you actually have business credit, because if it's not reporting to to the business credit bureaus, then you don't have any business credit. You may have a business credit card, but if it's not actually reporting, then you don't have a business credit profile, and it's not true business credit. Okay. But guys, this is no big deal, okay? Because you're not the only one who believes that. You're not the only one who, maybe didn't know all of these strategies, okay? We are busting myths today, okay? Mythbusters, you remember that show? For real, okay? We are doing that for real. We're busting myths up, and we're addressing all of these common issues that happen for a lot of entrepreneurs, right? It's important to protect your personal credit, guys. It's important to manage your debt properly, and it's important that you're looking, that you're looking at some of how to fix some of the decisions that we made as entrepreneurs, right? When most entrepreneurs, when you start your business, you are using your personal funds, unless you are in a really cool position where you've bootstrapped and you've had those funds, and or you've been able to excuse me, raise from friends and family. But a lot of people are operating from what they can, right? And we understand that. And so it's all about, hey, you may not have known then, but you know now. So what can we do about it? So that is why, today is a new day. It all changes as of today. This presentation is made specifically to teach you how to get out of that, right? Effectively, okay? And then how to access the funding that you need when you need it, okay? And then avoid some of those financial pitfalls. And how do you avoid that? Well, really great strategy is having your financial documents in order. You don't have to be a whiz here with this, guys, okay? Just, start small, okay? Don't start small with your business bank account. Let's talk about that. Let's start with that, right? Have a business bank account that you're depositing into. You're not using it for things like Lyft and McDonald's and going shopping. Like, no, this is your business bank account that you're depositing into. If you want, and now if you are doing those things, right, you go out, you take clients to lunch, or if you do something like that, right, then get a second business bank account and use that for those type of expenses, right? So those are just some steps and strategies that you can think about. But here we're talking about fixing the core foundational issues, and how you're going to establish your business credit profile. So the fundamentals, that's what gives you that credibility piece. So that is my promise to you guys. By being here, by following, by subscribing, by coming into the community, I promise that I'm going to help you get the banks to chase after you by helping you fix these core foundational issues. Am I going to do it for you? No, I'm going to help you, right, fix your core foundational issues, okay? Because isn't that a great idea, to have them chasing you instead of you chasing them, instead of you going to the bank, getting denied, then having to sit at home up all night, go online, check with this bank, figure out their requirements, turn everything in again, then wait, then you got to go online again, then you kind of do your shot in the dark. Well, I don't know if I might qualify for this one. Then you don't know if they're going to hit you hard with some hard inquiries. I mean, do you want to do that, right? Time is your most valuable resource? I think not. So we show you exactly what to do, how to do it, walk you through it step-by-step fashion. And then I'll explain to you as we move through this how we do that. But you guys know what it's like when you have good personal credit, when you don't have good personal credit, right? When you have good personal credit, you go outside, you're opening the mailbox, you're getting offers, okay? You're getting offers in letters, you're getting offers in your email, right? And you're not really worried about it, right? Because they know that they know that you have good credit. Okay, they're reaching out to you. So they want you to, they have capital. It's not like they don't want to lend to people. We have to get that through our minds, guys. It's not like they're going, we want to hoard all this money. No, because if they hoard all the money, they don't make any money. So they want to lend it out. It's just about putting yourselves in a position where you can actually accept it, right? So if you are put yourself in the position of the lender or the credit issuer, okay? You're gonna go, somebody's gonna come to you and they're gonna be like, Jem, I want to borrow $5,000. And you don't even know who this person is. You're going to ask who they are, where they come from, what's their phone number, what's their address, what's their social. I mean, you're going to ask for information. You're probably going to double check, right, where they live. You're going to double check the address. You're going to look them up, right? You're going to see, are they credible? So think about that. Okay, think about that. They're gonna, when you're operating as a business, especially now in 2024, and I'll give you an example. Let's talk about websites, right? A lot of people, they don't really think they need a website, or they think, when I talk to my independent contractors, that a scheduling link is fine, right? That doesn't have anything about you or the company. That's not necessarily true, especially now. So how do you get lenders and credit issuers to chase you? Make sure you have all your ducats in a row, everything in place. They're going to look you up, okay? So why should you listen to me? Well, I'm Dominique. I've been there. I know what it's like. I built my own funding platform, dual service, DIQ, where we do the financial literacy coaching, education, advising. On the opposite side of that, the DCX, where we connect you to our founders, to the funders once you qualify, even if you've been denied by the bank. So we provide some really strategic and customized ways of structuring financing for you. And then, I've helped raise over $5 million from funding for my clients, raised $15,000 for myself in business credit within 60 days, and continuing that growth transition, because my goal is to purchase a cash flowing business one day, you guys. For all my real estate people in here, I'm taking it to the cash flowing business side. But I've successfully transitioned from nothing, right? I know what it's like, the domino effect. So rough financial footing, started with that, and then I launched this fintech platform, and have worked my way up to, pitch deck accelerators. Like I said, raise business capital, help my clients secure 5 million. We've got multiple clients in the pipeline right now, looking to build our community as well. And the goal is to continue to get 10, 15 more businesses funded by the end of 2024. So we're continuing to grow, guys, because it's all about escaping this financial checkmate. What do you want for yourself? Do you want to escape that financial checkmate? Are you working, your 9-to-5 job? Are you looking for something different, or have you already established your business and maybe you feel like you're drowning a little bit? Or you just are looking to connect with like-minded people and expand your resources, your reach, and figure out how you can do that. So that is really crucial to what we do. So this is all about, like I said, establishing, strengthening the structure of your business, establishing business credit to protect your personal credit, and utilizing your foundational and credibility aspects for your capital security. What does that mean? Well, understanding when and how you need financing, okay? Understanding when and how you need financing, meaning don't wait until the last minute, okay? Because then what happens when you wait until the last minute? Well, you've heard of predatory lending, right? You heard of those payday centers out there, right? Oh, yeah, sure, come on in. Then you end up with like a 200, crazy interest rate, right? So, we're different in that aspect, okay? By teaching you how to protect yourself and separate your liability. It's really, 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 really important, you guys, okay? So we clarify the distinction, right? And demystify what it means. And we're really going to show you what it takes to get approved before you apply, not just have you apply. Really break down where you are, because this is a huge game changer. Okay, it's a huge game changer. I've seen it work over and over and over and over and over again for many of my clients, for many of my partners' clients. It's amazing, truly, what it can do. So, it's think about it as like, if you're going in to get a loan, right, and you don't know what their requirements are, it can be a little bit stressful, right? Wouldn't it be nice to know what they're looking for before you even go in there and apply, right? Wouldn't that be nice? So, and that's exactly what we're going to show you that's exactly what you get when you're in this community and when you come through the program. Okay, you guys. So with this financial checkmate piece, if you want to get out of it, then you have to regularly check your business credit scores. If you haven't checked your business credit scores, Equifax, Dun and Bradstreet, Equifax Business, Dun and Bradstreet, Experian Business, you have to look them all up separately. But you really want to be looking at that. Okay, you want to understand your business credit score because that allows you to see what they're seeing. Okay. And then you want to diversify your sources of credit. So invest your PG. Will you be using your personal guarantee? Yes, at some point, yeah. But invest it. Don't use it too early if you don't have to, right? If you have to get supplies for a job and you're using, your personal cards to buy all of that stuff up front and then do the job, and then you got to wait a month or two to actually get paid, that doesn't help you, right? So why not establish business credit, go out, get those same supplies, then take care of the job, get the paid, and then excuse me, make the payment back for your business credit, continue to get larger and larger lines and grow like that. I mean, it's amazing. Some of the biggest companies in the world, this is exactly what they do. Okay. So invest in your financial education. Oops, spelled that wrong, but invest in your financial education, guys. That's what you're doing right now. I mean, I'm constantly reading about books. I'm constantly reading about books. I'm constantly reading books, constantly reading about business credit, how you can improve your business credit, how you can improve your business. I'm in groups, I'm networking, I'm in accelerators. I'm constantly learning, I'm constantly educating, constantly trying to get better. We have meetings every week with our lenders, meetings every week with our clients, our team, our underwriters. You constantly want to be learning how you can get better. I'm following who are some of the mentors, who are some of the people that you look up to, right? Write that down and stay motivated by listening to some of those people. Come into the groups and you guys should really be engaging with each other, right? This is a community that we're looking to build, but you got to be talking to each other, y'all, right? So I don't want to do all the talking, okay? So I want you guys to come in and what is the name of your business? Let's give you a shout out, okay? But we're all entrepreneurs here, okay? Embrace the mindset, okay? Embrace the mindset. It's fun, it's a challenge, it's a journey. It can be stressful, it can be overwhelming, but it can be really exciting at the same time. And this is the most important tip that I can give you guys. Build a network, okay? Build a network of like-minded entrepreneurs because I am telling you, it is a game changer, okay? Especially when you find a network is like your tribe where you fit in and you're just like, we are just so aligned here. The resources are just amazing. People are really there to support each other. Your questions get answered. It's an open forum, open community, for support, access to events, courses, things that actually will propel you to the next level, how to build your brand, social media strategy. This is not just about the funding, right? I mean, it's all of that. It's all encompassing. So surround yourself with your tribe, with your like-minded people. Get out there and network. Man, I'm telling you, when I started just recently getting out there again and networking, I'm meeting the most amazing people. I mean, the most amazing people. I've met some women that have sold their companies for, have grown their companies to 11 million, have sold their companies for 200 million, have built companies and then pivoted and learned something about themselves and decided, you know what, I'm actually going to go a different direction. Or, women that didn't, have anything and now they've built up a company to a second location. People that were in situations where they had means and they were able to establish business credit and figure out a different way. So that's exactly why we're here, guys, because those days of continuing to use your personal credit are over. Okay, can I get an over? They're over. There's an easier way for you to start accessing business financing. So I want you guys to be ignoring all of this old, outdated advice. Come to this platform. Make sure you hit that follow button, that like button, that share, that subscribe button, so that we can continue to give you the real information that you need. Because if you ever have a dream of turning your business into a successful business, then I want to help you turn that into reality. Okay, I want to help you turn that into reality and How do we do that? Well, by sharing some of these strategies that have worked for myself, that have worked for my clients, that I continue to see work for my clients on a weekly basis. So the whole point of this is so that you can learn this, so that you can take it with you, and then you can share it with your friends, and you can share it with your family. And the best part about this is once you learn this the first time, you can repeat it. Isn't that cool, right? So you can repeat it, and utilize it in your next business, right? But remember, I said it takes some work, okay? And that's a good thing. Okay, so don't look at that as a bad thing. That's a good thing. So we simplify the process for you. You're going to spend on your own 3 to 5 years, but we simplify it down to less than a year, a few months. So however smooth we can make the road in that transition for you, then the better. So here's the deal, guys. I came into the alternative finance space in 2019, and it was a game changer for me. It really opened up my eyes. And as I moved along within the space, and I noticed some really common problems, which was, women, diverse businesses were not getting referred over through the pipeline. They were self-funding. They were over-leveraging their personal credit. And they just didn't have the knowledge, the tools, or the resources, because they were also not being referred to alternative sources of capital. That's a huge problem, right? So, that is why it motivated me even more to be able to teach how to establish your business credit, how to implement certain strategies. And business credit actually came along second. At first, it was about explaining what our underwriters and lenders were looking for, problems that could be solved with your foundation, strategies to preparing before coming to apply for funding. So it was just a what is this, like a great combination of, I don't know, like an explosion, I guess, an explosion of synergy to be able to provide this coaching plus the funding in one piece. And it helped to be able to help founders like you establish that foundation that's going to propel you to get to the next point. Because being able to see clients go from not being able to fund it at all to being able to get hundreds of thousands of dollars just because they fixed a few pieces of information in their foundation is really amazing. And honestly, it just blew my mind. So I just want the world to know about this stuff. And it's a really big deal, guys. It helps set up your business credit profile in so many other ways. It puts you in touch with the business credit reporting agencies, what we talked about, Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax Business, Experian Business, but puts you in a position to monitor that on your own, okay? So what is some of the reasons why you would want to do this? We decided, so I remember I said we were going to go into this. Well, because this system is grounded in knowledge, okay? Insider knowledge. I've been in the alternative finance space. The system was developed by Megan. She was in the banking industry for over 20 years. And she started this system. We came together in a partnership, but she started this system because she could not tell her clients why they were being denied, which is crazy, right? But that's just the way it is, right? Due to regulations, they cannot always tell you why you're being denied, right? So it had become such a common problem. As you see what I'm saying, guys? This is such a common problem, right? She noticed it all the way over here in the other side of the US. I'm over here. We're talking about the same thing, okay? Lack of knowledge, lack of resources, okay? This is a common problem, so much so she quit her job, all right? And was like, no, this is not cool. We need to be able to tell the world, businesses, entrepreneurs, the vitality of this nation, right? How to get funded. So that's exactly how this system really is to your benefit. Okay, it's from people in the banking industry, in the alternative finance industry, designed for entrepreneurs like me, like you, for small businesses, and explain strategically how to use business credit to safeguard your personal credit. And and then there's detailed guides and step by step and all of that. So This really breaks down how it works even for you if you have bad personal credit, if you've been denied business funding. Most of our referrals come from banks, non-banking, non-depository banks, attorneys, CPAs. If you're in those industries, we'd love to set up a meeting and talk with you and discuss how you can leverage our platform. But it works for people if you're already unfamiliar with business credit, or if you have a business credit card in place and you're not sure if it's one of the ones that actually reports. So you might not even know how this whole thing works, right? So, you know, be reaching out and scheduling your funding session, because there's no time like the present to get started, right? And so, guys, I want to show you just a little clip of what this looks like for you. So this is your system here. And as you can see, it breaks down into groups, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some 5 pillars here. We've got the financials, your business credit reports, we have the personal application process, and then the foundation. So it really breaks through the pillars of fundability. We look at your address. We check with the Secretary of State, with the IRS, make sure everything's matching. Check the website, check the phone number, all of those things to make sure that you're not going to get flagged. Okay. You don't want to get flagged, and you don't want them to deem you as a high risk industry. We look at your business name, make sure that you're not being classified in that way as well. So here's the deal, because business, as established businesses ask this, from startups ask this as well. Like, does this actually work? Because when you see something online, it's very rarely does it work the way that it advertises. But this system actually does. It is a proven method that has been implemented for years, which is the crazy part, you guys. It is like stepping out of the matrix when you realize all of the different options that are out there. But really, it's truly what's inside the system. Okay, it's inside the system. It's the coaching, it's the business credit building. You learn the differences between why you need to be doing this, why you want to separate your personal from your business, the impact that it has if you don't. And the key here, you guys, is you want to realize that when you have business credit, you will get offered higher lending limits, higher approval rates, better terms. Even if you're thinking about going to SBA has something called a FICO SBSS score, which includes your business credit. So these are the things that you have to be thinking about, right? And you want to maintain a perfect harmony. Like, we're talking about separating your personal from your business credit. And while we're working on your business credit, you want to be in the mindset of working on your personal as well. So what does that look like? We don't do credit repair, so reach out we have some partners that we work with who are very excellent in the space and can help you fix your disputes within 30, 60 days, and then help you get qualified for 0% interest financing, where you can get funding for up to 50,000, 60, 100,000 or more. All right. So schedule that one-on-one, that fundability session, because that's where you're going to get that in-depth analysis of where you currently stand, and you really want to identify any potential issues ahead of time. Get in front of it, give yourself that leverage so that you can take advantage of that opportunity. And then follow the step-by-step guide. If you guys haven't already gotten my free business credit building guide, just shoot me a DM. Text 888-488-4145. Text guide to 888-488-4145, and I'll make sure you get that with your name. Put your name in there. And then that is going to help you, kind of give you like an overview of how you can start with fixing, starting how to build. And even we'll help you with fixing any issues on your business credit. Some people already have a business credit profile and they don't know that, okay? They don't have anything reporting, but they've already got a score, right? A failing score issued. So just imagine, you guys, having this blueprint, okay? And this blueprint's going to help guide you, and you get access to business credit coaches, you get access to me, you get access to the guides, your advisors, personalized support, guidance that are here to answer your questions 5 days a week. You think about this as your accountability coaches, okay? Your accountability coaches, making sure that you're staying on the right path, because it's difficult in the day-to-day, right? It can be difficult, especially if you don't have anything like automated setup or any type of back office, and you're doing everything, you're taking all the phone calls, you're setting up all the emails, you're doing everything possible, right? So, this is a really good way to make sure that you have accountability to stay on track and you're taking care of what you need to do. Because we get all excited when we're in our business and we want to move forward, and, or maybe we get some good news or whatever, right? But every once in a while, you got to sit down and take some time to really go through where you're at. Okay, so this system really helps guide you through it, um, and like I said, helps hold you accountable. Because otherwise, how do you know where you stand, right? How do you know where you're at? How do you measure your success? How do you know where you're going, right? So this is going to show you how appealing you are to lenders. That way you can see how you can make yourself more stronger, and then you can increase your approvals. But of course, not only that, you get access to the Bureau Insights, which I mentioned, the business credit reports, how you will have to look at those separately, the Experian, the Equifax, and the Dun& Bradstreet. So, think about that, right? If it works half as well for other small businesses, then it can probably do the same for you as well, right? So, but you guys have stuck through. You guys have been here through the whole presentation. So I appreciate that. Hold on one second, guys. All right, so I appreciate that. And I'm going to give you a huge, huge, huge discount just for sticking with me in this presentation, because I try to keep it short, but we are approaching the 40-minute mark. So because you hung in there, guys, I'm going to talk about a quick bonus for you. So if you do want to come into the business credit program, typically that is $38.97. We do a 30% discount. That makes it about $27.28. But if you want to break it down and do a payment plan, we can do that as well. But because you hung in today, then we're going to do a huge, huge discount and pull it down to $18.97. So that's about $2,000 off. So all you got to do is text 888-488-4145, and we'll go ahead and get you situated. But doesn't matter if you get started today or if you get started tomorrow. You don't have to come into the program to get started. The main thing that you do is that you make yourself start with your mindset, right? Gear up and know that you need to be financially prepared for when the time comes, and that you don't want to be waiting to the last minute, whether that be with your documentation or whether that be with your credit, right? Now, if you don't have cash flow, if you don't have credit, if you don't have collateral right now, then you should be not applying, right, for certain types of funding, right? You don't have cash flow, you don't have, maybe you don't even have the time in business. So I would say slow down and schedule that funding finance session so we can help get you to that next step. Building business credit is really easy, and it's a really great way for you to propel your business to the next step. You've got marketing, you've got supplies, you've got office supplies, you've got all of these things that you need to do to get your business to the next step. Maybe you don't even have your business plan set yet. So rather than utilizing your personal to get these things done, you're going to offset that and leverage it. So make sure you download your free business credit guide. Appreciate you guys. I hope everybody has a fabulous, fabulous, wonderful weekend. If you're in Sacramento, then make sure that you're coming to Show Her the Money, because it's women, it's money, and it's Show Her the Money. And it's September 14th. It's going to be at the Sophia Theater in Sacramento. And if you need tickets for that show, then go onto my Facebook or my link tree. It's everywhere. So we really want to see you guys there. It helps supporting women in business. Men, we need you there too, supporting the wives, sisters, daughters, nieces, colleagues, and all the women who are out here making it happen. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Love you, love you, love you all. Go into the portal. Reach out if you need anything. Make sure you're texting 888-488-4145 with your questions as well. And I'll see you guys next week.